So I have a question. Is it possible to fix Venom?
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
So a couple months ago, one of our subscribers submitted some custom cards for the Venom archetype, and due to some craziness going on in our personal lives, we just haven't had a chance to make it until now. So I thought I'd go over a couple of the ones that he sent and show you kind of how they worked. Now, he did submit a whole bunch of them and kind of expanded the archetype into a more fusion oriented direction with like a super poly and making your opponent's stuff reptiles, and Dave and I thought that that might be varying a little too far from the intended, albeit terrible, Venom archetype. So here are 4 cards that we feel might help the Venom archetype get off its feet. Now, with Link monsters being released that seem to fix older archetypes, kind of like the Spiral Double Helix is the gold standard by which we're kind of measuring these legacy support cards, because that fixes the archetype and makes it really good. However, with Link's potentially fixing legacy decks, we could potentially see a Link monster for the Venom archetype. And that would be very interesting, something that we didn't even think about, especially several months ago when these cards were actually coded. So let me know in the comments below what you think a Link monster would be for the Venom archetype to actually fix the archetype. The first card is Venom Rattlesnake. He basically has a Foolish Burial effect when he's summoned, and he can also banish himself from the grave to summon a reptile monster. Especially with Snake Rain and a bunch of other ways of getting your reptiles to the grave, there's a lot of fodder for that card. He did end up having a destroy it at the end phase effect, very similar to Viper's Rebirth. The second card is Venom Viper. This card, when it's sent from the deck to the grave, summons itself if there's a reptile on the field. Kind of difficult if you're just relying on Snake Rain, but that's what Rattlesnake is for, so you normal summon him, send Viper, and then there's your rank 4 play. Speaking of rank 4, the kind of boss monster, if you will, is a rank 4 Exceed taking 2 reptile type monsters. Its effect is you can detach to put counters on your opponent's monsters. It puts them to defense position and turns them into reptiles. Like I said, going back to that kind of super poly-esque idea. Great way of distributing counters to work with Venom Swamp. It also has the effect when it's destroyed, it can set a snake deity trap directly to your field. So the main targets are going to be Rise of the Snake Deity and Offering to the Snake Deity. Those are great monster removal, and obviously the summoning of Vemonaga. One of the cool things about Rattlesnake is it summons Venom, or it summons reptile monsters, so you can just kind of keep bringing this Xe back and it gets destroyed in the end phase, so you can kind of keep searching out these traps. This adds a lot of consistency for getting out Vemonaga. And the fourth card is Venom Charmer. It's kind of the odd one out. We decided to make it a level 5 because it kind of has a Snatch Steal effect. If a monster on your opponent's field has 2 or more Venom counters, you can remove both of those, remove all of them, and then summon it to your side of the field. It also turns into a reptile monster. When she is sent to the grave, you can distribute counters, and then obviously with Rattlesnake and Viper's Rebirth, you can get it back pretty easily. So those are 4 of the cards that we decided to put in and kind of play around with. So without further ado, let's see if they do fix the Venom archetype.
We're Venom!
Nah, not bad. Let's just make sure that wasn't a fluke. Okay, no need to panic. This is okay. We're still figuring it out. No? Oh no. Oh, this is so frustrating. Alright, so maybe it takes more than just 4 cards to fix the Venom archetype. It's really bricky, and because the Venom and Naga play is kind of a, well, it's like a 3-card combo with specific things that have to happen, it's extremely difficult for that being your win condition. I think as the cards are, they work pretty well to add some consistency to a incredibly inconsistent deck with getting the traps set directly to the field. Other than that though, it's gonna lose to MST, it's gonna lose to Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit, it's gonna lose to basically anything that's being played right now. I really don't know if there's an easy fix for this archetype. But anyway guys, that's our dream card video. Let me know what your dream card would be for either this archetype or for some other really bad archetype. And if you want to see a dream card video, all you gotta do is learn Lua and send us a coded card and we'll cover it. Anyway guys, that's all for today. Remember, if you don't troll the meta, who will? See you guys next time.
Remember to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my totally rad dueling. Watching more of these videos is almost as fine as Taya's ass? What? I'm not saying that. Fine, then it's time to duel.